We're driving up right now to Briar Rose Winery, hidden a little bit behind a residential area. That's why they're by reservations only. But we are going to love their wines. Hi, this is Ginger with Going Grape Wine Tours. We are here in Temecula, and we are going to give you a taste of Temecula with Going Grape Wine Tours. We are here at Briar Rose Winery, and we are going to have you meet the owners and winemakers, Les and Dorian Linkogel, and they'll give you a history about their winery here, and we're going to taste some wonderful wines. Let's go in and meet Dorian and Les right now, okay? Follow me. Welcome, Ginger to Briar Rose. Oh, I'm so happy that you're here. Oh, you're in for a wonderful tasting experience. The winemaker is here. Good to see you. We are visiting today with Briar Rose, and we want to hear all about how you started Briar Rose, and we'd love to taste some wines today.
Oh, perfect. Well, come into our guest relations area. This is our reception area. Get you your glass, and we will start your wine experience. We don't do wine tasting in the Briar Rose. We put people on a wine experience, and we help them to appreciate the culture of wine, the richness of wine, and they actually experience wine at the Briar Rose. So let's go next door and get started. The winemaker's going to tell you all about how he makes our world-class wines.
Love it.
So let's go next door. Ginger, I want to welcome you to our enchanted tasting room. It's a beautiful tasting room with a European ambiance. The hardest thing you're going to do when you arrive at the Briar Rose is find a place to sit, because we serve you here and you'll begin your experience once you're seated. So have a seat wherever you wish.
Dorian, tell me a little bit about Briar Rose and how the winery got started and the history of the winery, etc.
I'd love to. This property was built by a gentleman who was hired in the 1950s directly by Walt Disney to build a beautiful theme park called Disneyland. And he was sent all throughout Europe to learn the European artisan style of building. And he used the techniques that he learned to build a fantasy land in Disneyland to craft this beautiful Snow White's cottage in the country, which was handcrafted with his own hands. He learned to plaster the entire building with his own hands, with his fingers and a whisk broom. The entire roof is a beautiful 100% concrete roof, made to look like a thatched roof, so that it mimicked the beautiful Snow White's cottage in Europe. His wife's favorite cottage, the character actually in the Disney story, was Snow White, so he came here in the 60s to build a weekend cottage for the two of them.
And introduce Briar Rose to the public. And I would love to be able to taste some wines. Is Les available to pour us some and teach us about how he makes his wines?
I would love to introduce you to the winemaker. He is the maker of some of the finest world-class wines in Temecula, and I would be delighted to introduce him. Let's go over to the tasting bar, and let's start our wine experience. So Ginger, let's go. I'd like to introduce you to the winemaker, Les. This is Ginger from Going Grape.
I know Ginger.
And we are always so happy when Ginger comes to grace our property. And today, Les is going to begin your experience with our world-class 2003 Cabernet Sauvignon.
So Les, tell me what you're going to pour for me today.
I'm going to pour you a world-class 03 Cabernet Sauvignon. And basically, this is the wine that was served in the Library of Congress. It's gained world recognition throughout the world. We have a lot of celebrities that drink this wine. We have actually senators that drink this wine. And this particular 03, the way it's made by an open bends. It's racked every, when I say racking, the wine is transferred to clean barrel once every 90 days. When it's bottled by gravity flow, so the wine isn't stressed. It also was put in the most expensive hybrid barrels you could get. They run around $1,800 a barrel. A lot of these barrels are by limited edition. A lot of them, only 90 of them are made a year, these barrels. We use special yeast for this wine. I only put it through first press. I don't put it through second and third pressings. I put it at very low pressure on the bottom press so that I can, so I won't develop any unwanted tannins or anything. So because of that, it becomes very rich and condensed. And the reason it's condensed actually is because I don't top my barrels. I use argon gas. Instead of keeping the oxygen out by using other wines, I allow the wine to evaporate and I use argon to protect it from the oxygen trying to get to it. It's an inert gas that lies across the surface. I'm the only one who does this. And also, when I bottle, then these wines are filtered. They're all unfiltered. And how I sterilize is through ultraviolet. I'm the only one that uses ultraviolet, probably here in California, I'm sure. So, but because of the ultraviolet, I'm able to retain the rich flavors in all the vitamins that are in the wine. I don't filter anything out. The only drawback is you might get a little bit of sediment in the glass, which won't hurt you at all. I kind of like it myself. I found that a lot of Europeans like sediment. It's Americans here that we like to filter the heck out of everything. So I don't do that. So this is a world-class wine. It's won several awards. And we also have a Merlot that I just sent to London International. But I'm going to let you try this, Ginger.
Absolutely. And it looks like you've won several awards here with your wine in regards to last story. And I can't wait to try this. To everybody out there wanting to come to Temecula, come to Briar Rose. As I always say to my customers, live, love, and taste. Dorian, it was such a lovely time here at Briar Rose. Thank you so much for your hospitality. And I can't wait to get more people here to Briar Rose to visit you and Les and taste your wonderful wines that you produce here.
Thank you, Ginger. I can't wait to see you again.
Okay.
We love you and love your guests.
Oh, thank you so
You're
much.
welcome.
Live, love, and taste at Briar Rose.